Hello everybody!
Welcome to this new video on our YouTube channel.
Çüежен Can Yu Miniyen S UFan.
This is very illegal!
Wait. Renegade. Go.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Hi guys!
After the fall of Serbian lands under Ottoman rule, the number of Serbs in Dubrovnik increased. Over time, there was a suppression of the official Latin language and the prevalence of spoken Serbian, which also affected the cultural life of Dubrovnik. The most famous writers, poets, scholars of Dubrovnik were of Serbian descent or written in Serbian. In order to advance in the civil service, the Serbs who came to Dubrovnik set out in large numbers to accept Catholicism. Many Serbs in Dubrovnik remained aware of the roots, such as Matija Ban and Mede Pučić, who worked part of their lives for the Serbian rulers and the state in an effort to help the development of Serbia. Along with the development of the economy of the Republic of Dubrovnik, there was also the development of literature, art and science. The most famous Dubrovnik writer in the 16th century was Marin Držić. His works were written in the Serbian language, Dondo Maroje and a novel from the flat, are among the best comedies of the Renaissance. Mavro and Orbin, writing in the Italian language in 1601, the work Kingdom of Slovenia, in which he describes early Serbian history and relations of Serbs with neighbors. This work had a great influence on the historical awareness of medieval Serbia, as well as on the development of Serbian history. Mathematician, philosopher, physicist and astronomer Ruđer Bošković left the biggest mark on the witnesses. He considered time and space to be relative predecessor to Albert Einstein. He also found two geometric methods for determining the elements of solar rotation and calculated the dimensions and flatness of the Earth.
Dubrovnik was founded in the beginning of the 7th century, and since the 12th century it had the state organization of the aristocratic republic. Foreign and domestic policy was led by the Grand Chamber, which was elected by the citizens. The executive and the judiciary belonged to a small council. The Chamber of Prayers received foreign MPs engaged in foreign policy implementation, and thus represented a kind of government. At the head of Dubrovnik was a prince who was elected for a month. The population was engaged in maritime trade between the Mediterranean, Jordanian ports and Serbian medieval countries. Example, Zahumlje, Travunija, Raška, Bosna and the Ottoman Empire since the Turks arrived.
From 1205 to 1358, Dubrovnik recognized the supreme authority of the Republic of Venice and was obliged to make war for the Venetian Republic. After the defeat of Venetian Republic in the war with Hungary, Dubrovnik peacefully fell under the rule of Hungary. The Dubrovnik people were allowed to trade freely with the Serbs. During the 14th and 15th centuries, Dubrovnik expanded its territory thanks to the Serbian rulers who paid the so-called Serbian income every year on St. Dimitri's Day. Dubrovnik continued to pay Hilandar Serbian income after the collapse of the Serbian state until the 18th century.